Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the weeks of September the 16th through the 30th, 2019. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they give you some clarity. If you guys want to book a personal or private reading, you can email Temajtarot@gmail.com. Payments for readings are collected on Fridays. If you're wanting a phone reading, it's best to make sure you're subscribed because I normally post a video notification stating when I'm taking calls. All right, so let's go ahead and begin here. We have Central Issue, Heart of the Matter, Five of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. The Eight of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Death, Temperance, and Five of Cups. Okay, so some of you guys are in a situation where I feel like your backs are turned to a love interest. You guys aren't on speaking terms. You're very guarded or defensive with them. If it's no one that you know, or you're single, maybe you are coming off as unapproachable, cold as ice. I don't know. I just kind of feel like all three of these kind of look the same, these hooded figures. I don't know if you're going through some sort of sadness or depression, or the person around you is. Sometimes I do pick up the person coming towards you, their energy, so you might be getting ready to connect with someone who is coming out of some sort of breakup and who's very depressed. Yeah, I'm getting all this mourning, like someone is acting like they're in mourning. There's some sort of emotional disconnect going on too. Now I do see a situation where if there has been no communication, if you guys have been guarded with each other, then at some point you guys are going to let each other's guards down, like you guys start communicating with one another. But because I keep getting all this mixed energy, I feel like there's going to be communication and then nothing. It goes dead silent again. And then it's like you're healing, or you're trying to recover from something that ended. Maybe you come to the realization that you're not ready for a relationship, or you're just not wanting to get back to this person. Or maybe you're realizing that the relationship that you're in is dead. Maybe you've been trying to give it a chance. You feel guilty, or maybe this person says things that makes you end up always staying or giving the relationship another chance. Boy. I'm also getting a situation where it's like there's sex and then there's ghosting. I also feel like there's a situation where it feels haunted, or it's like spirits, people who have already crossed over, are trying to guard or protect you. So if you keep ending up in these short-lived relationships, I think for some of you it's about your ancestors, like, that was us, we don't like that person, there's somebody else better. You need to be patient and wait for someone else better. Maybe you're having a conversation like, but no, I like that one. And they're like, look, we know what we're doing. Get over it. And I kind of feel like there's a need for you to heal or recover. Some of you are trying to rush into a relationship before you have proper time to heal. It's like this relationship that ended hasn't even been in the ground for a day yet, and already it's like you're trying to move on by getting under another person, I guess. Maybe someone is feeling like Oh, I know how to heal from that person. I'm just going to get up under somebody else. You know, and you're taking on that attitude, and that's like, that doesn't work either. Maybe you're grieving, like, oh, I thought it would feel better. I was just trying to do that to get the other person out of my head. Now I feel worse. I don't know. I just kind of feel like you guys are going through something. Now, if it isn't your energy, then it could be the person that you were dealing with, or like I said, someone coming towards you is just now getting getting out of a relationship. They might try to move too fast, or they come at you very strong and then they just disappear. And I feel like that's because they aren't ready. So they go back and retreat and try to recover from something or a situation. You could be dealing with any signs, but we do have air coming out already. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but I also could have been dealing with a Scorpio. Or someone that has Mars in Scorpio, if you know someone's birth information. Also could have been dealing with the Sagittarius. Oh my God, the cards are trying to talk. Something, you guys, make sure you're not trying to run back to a relationship where there's nothing happening, where it's just not, there's nothing more left. All the life is gone out of a relationship. Let me look at death here. Yes, I definitely see some sort of communication after a period of silence, but it still seems short-lived. Someone might be trying to just give the other person closure. Someone is still begging for answers or begging for closure, or they were. Either you ran away from somebody to be with somebody else, it just left. Or someone just ghosted you for somebody else. I feel like something just ended. Maybe you feel like a fool. You're like, why didn't I see this coming? Why didn't I see all the signs? Why couldn't I tell that something was an illusion? I'm looking at these rainbows here. Really, we got 3 rainbows coming out. Maybe something was just a fantasy or an illusion, or just it's an indication of something being short-lived. You got some sort of reality check. Some of you are failing to realize that someone only, their agenda is sex. It's like that's the only time they come back around, and then they ghost you. I feel this is kind of telling some information on somebody. Somebody fell in love with a coworker, or fell in love with someone on a business trip, or while they were on vacation. Or if it wasn't falling in love on vacation, it's like something happened where I don't feel like someone was faithful while on vacation, and they did something, they had fun, and then they came back home, and their excuse is that, well, my relationship is dead anyway. For the most part, I'm getting someone running away from a dead-end relationship. I don't know if you ran away, or if the person you were with left you for somebody else. They just felt like there was nothing more left. If indeed they do come back, or they visit, or you coerce them into visiting, you might think you just want to get them for sex, but it's just like empty. Or maybe you really want it more than that. I don't think sex is going to save the relationship. Someone also might be using some form of spell work to try to save a relationship, but it just seems like it's not working. I really feel like something has run its course. And you are going to have to let the past go so that you can receive your other blessings waiting for you here. I feel too that this is preparation. So Temperance is trying to prepare you for someone that's going to be a better match or more in alignment with your soul purpose. But you're going to have to let go of the past in order to receive it first. You might be trying to rush the pain of a breakup. Yeah, see, some of you, somebody is still holding on to a picture, looking at the memories, talking about the good times, still holding on to an illusion or a fantasy. Someone is still scrolling on to some sort of scrolling text messages and rereading some sort of conversation. You might even be dreaming about somebody over and over again, and you're just like, I dream about them every night, or every time I keep dreaming that we're in a relationship and back together, and then you wake up and it's like, oh, we're not together, it was only a dream, and you're frustrated. Some of you are also in denial of something as well, like there's a need for you to really confront your anxieties about love and relationships. Some of you, it's not so much that you were in a relationship recently, but maybe an opportunity has come for you to find love again, and you just kind of realize that you're not ready. You're like, I'm not ready. I thought I was ready, but I'm not ready. And you're still going through some sort of anxiety or having flashbacks. You're having flashbacks. You're having to move on from a certain way of thinking. You still have certain type of some sort of fantasy that you're still holding on to, or image of how relationships were going to be for you. Maybe you're getting older and you're like, I still wanted children, or I still thought I was going to end up like mom and dad, or, you know, just whatever it is. I feel like you're needing to see relationships from a different perspective. You're still holding on to something. You're still in some sort of mode that is stagnant until you have some sort of understanding or clarity about why you're in your current predicament. So you might need to do some sort of self-analysis all the time until that cord is cut. Yeah, I mean, it could be a situation, like I said, there's someone new in the picture, but you can't seem to open up to this person because you're still thinking or comparing them to somebody else. Yeah, definitely you guys are really thinking about air and earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody has not moved on. It could be a situation where it's mutual, like both of you are thinking about each other, which is why you just keep dreaming about them, because they're still thinking about you too. But maybe it's just the relationship was a dead end. I also see someone who is trying to speak to you indirectly, but you're like, I don't stop it with the metaphysical messages already. You're maybe frustrated with that, or thinking you're delusional or crazy, but it's real. The telepathy is real. I think you're not realizing too that someone could be on the way, someone new. Let me look at the Nine of Swords a little more. I feel like somebody is just dead in the head. It's like that's a very old way of thinking. That's a very ancient way of thinking. It's time to adapt some sort of new reality. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Somebody keeps having some sort of repetitive dreams. Somebody keeps dreaming about either someone who is unattainable, or someone keeps having dreams that somebody is having an affair. You guys have not healed or properly moved on from a breakup, and I feel that you're trying to rush the healing process, but it's not working. Yeah, and someone also has guilt because they know they're the other man or woman, and they don't want that. It's like if that's you, it's like you really want more than that. You want to be more than just a one-night stand. You want that stability, but someone is in another relationship, and you're forced to look at this person being happy all the time, maybe through social media, and it really gets to you. So you might end up just feeling like you just need to cut ties completely. Maybe you also have been trying to gradually move on from someone by being friends with them or staying in their life, and then you just realize, no, I need to just cut you off completely. So make sure you're not trying to rush into another relationship. Make sure you're healed from the previous situation. So, I mean, I hope that makes sense. Hope it resonates. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.